secret, a few young ones, huh? Do you guys know, especially the young ones, where are we going? No idea, your parents dragged you here. Okay, take note, we are going to SAFTI, okay? Singapore Armed Forces Training Institute, okay? So what does SAFTI means, especially for the young ones? To make it simple for you to understand, it is a military school only for military officers, okay? And what's so special about it, take note, it is a very, very special school because it doesn't only train one force, it trains 3 forces together. Yes, it's a tri-service nature academy. It is Army, Navy, and Air Force, okay? So later you guys will help me out. Why? Because the symbol for this military institute is a triangle. That's why you'll find a lot of triangle all around later on. We'll find them out together. Huh? Okay, now we are entering into the military institute. Now, few rules to take note. For your own safety, while the bus is moving, please stay seated at all times, okay? Now, this military institute, the idea of creating a tri-service nature academy, first rooted in 1982 by our first Prime Minister, Mr. Lee Kuan Yew. Later on, it was only in 1995, 25th August, it was opened by then our second Prime Minister, Mr. Goh Chok Tong. The idea of opening up this military institute is to enhance our professionalism of our army and also the integrated force image. Okay, so very, very important for this institute is to us, and later I will explain in details. Now, as we are approaching towards the entrance of the military institute, yes, guys, get ready because I will need all of you to help me look out for this huge triangle at the entrance of the military institute. Get ready, and here we are at the entrance. Look at your left, look at your right. Where is it? Huge, very big. Where? There. I'm so excited. Huh? House, no, house later. Now at the entrance here. Where is it? Where's this big triangle? Left or right? Opposite, that one is a trapezium, that one Arena Country Club, different. That's Arena Country Club, different. Okay, guys, anyway, this is a bit of tricky because it's both left and right. Let's start with the left side first. Now, everybody look at the metal flagpole. Do you guys notice that the metal flagpole on your left side is arranged in a triangle format? But take note, this is only half the triangle. The other half is on your right side. Can you see that long wall? Okay, so the entire bus is in the middle of this huge triangle. Now take note, so look at your right side again. So when visitors were to visit the military institute, when they drive in, they will notice they're shifting towards this location. It looks like a triangle. But that only tells our visitor that this is a tri-service nature academy. But it has not stated the purpose of this military institute. Okay guys, now take note. We are going to share with you what's the purpose of this military institute, but for the young ones, do take note, you need to have what we call abstract art appreciation. What does abstract art mean? It means when you look at this art piece, you need to use a lot of imagination. Let's give it a try over there. Now when you look at that art sculpture over there, can you see? Yeah. Can you see the art sculpture over there? On the left side, that is called Overcoming Mr. Lee. It is done by an international artist called Mr. Chu Ning, and famous for his Tai Chi art series. Now, if you look carefully at it, it is trying to portray and show two persons having close body combat fight. Can you tell? Now you know what I meant by abstract art. You've got to use a lot of imagination. Now, how to observe it? Take note, on the left side of the structure, can you see the bigger figure? Now, the bigger figure is trying to punch the smaller figure. Okay, let me sacrifice myself to demonstrate. So this is the arm, and he wants to punch the smaller figure, but he was so fast in his movement, he goes like this. So the arm covers his head, and the leg a bit curved up. Okay? Now take note, the smaller figure, when you're about to get punched, what do? You dodge away and defend with both arms down. Okay, in that manner. So what is the symbolism in it? What's the story? Take note, the smaller figure represents the Singapore defenders, okay? And the bigger figure represents challenges and difficulty. That means we want to train our defenders that even if they are facing a bigger challenge than themselves, they will still defend with perseverance and determination. Okay? So it's deliberately placed in the smaller triangle, what? To signify the martial spirit of the military institute. Okay, stay seated as we move on with more stories. Okay, the young ones. I know, March holiday coming, okay, and you're back at school. So when you go to school, do you pack your school bags?
Yes.
Yes. Do you pack yourself or by your parents? No answer already. Okay, take note. Over on your right side, you'll see a set of white color buildings. That is the SAFTI Services Center. They manage the entire logistic of the whole institute. Okay, very, very important. That's why as we move further ahead, you will see gantry to make sure that only authorized vehicle and personnel are allowed to enter the military zone. There we go. And wave at the guards that are there. Oh, they're not looking over here. Hi guys. Okay, now, do you guys notice as the bus is making a turn, we are going up slope? Yes, SAFTI is built upon a gentle slope. So every time we make a turn, we are actually going higher and higher. Now, SAFTI is not just all about tough training. We also believe in recreation and especially sports, okay? So if you focus on your left side, left side, you will see a big stadium. Okay, now this stadium is for the officer and officer cadet to carry out their sports activity and also to carry out their training. But more important, all soldiers must pass a physical test we call IPPT, Individual Physical Proficiency Test. So beside the stadium very soon, you'll see a set of colorful workout stations, and those are the IPPT stations, okay? So the soldiers over here will have to come over here and pass their physical test once every year, okay? Now next, how big is SAFTI? It's approximately about 88 hectares. How big is 88 hectares? Look at this big open field over here. This is about the size of 2 soccer fields. Is 63 of such field. Is 88 hectares. Now, think about it, guys. Do you think 88 hectares is enough for training for our cadets and officers? What do you think? Is it enough?
No.
Not enough, huh? Why? Because we're talking about 3 services, Army, Navy, and Air Force. Need a space approximately 4 times the size of Singapore. And Singapore is just too small. Therefore, a lot of our officer and officer cadet will have to go overseas for training. Now, on this left side, this red building is the Warriors Hall. There's a lot of indoor training facility and like gymnasium, then also rock climbing facility, and also during the parents visiting day, that is the whole up area. Now, holding area. Now next, Singapore is surrounded by seawater. Compulsory. All soldiers must learn how to swim. On your right side very soon, you'll see a deep water facility for training. And there's the aquatic obstacle course. Yeah, you look a little bit like a Ninja Warrior TV show. Behind, further back, they will see a high platform. That is where the soldiers will go through a ritual called the confidence jump. They dress up in their full uniform and jump to test their courage over there. Now, SAFTI is not only just tri-service, we are also tri-level. What does it mean? There are 3 schools, okay? So now we're going to pass by our first school. It's called OCS, Officer Cadet School. Now everybody take a good look on your left side for this building. To signify that it's the foundation, they deliberately built it to be the longest building that is 200 meters long. The longest building you could find in SAFTI. And everybody got a task for you. Look at the middle of the building, you will see the insignia, okay, the logo of the Military Institute. OCS, you'll see a sword and a torch. The sword represents the art of defense and the torch represents leadership and learning. Now at the bottom of the sword and the torch, you'll see our motto, the expectation that we have on our cadets, to lead by example, to excel in everything they do, and to overcome all challenges. Now, this is the part everybody can participate. Take note, I need you guys to look at the insignia and make a guess, okay? Look for this part. there will be a part that you can actually tells you which year the school is open. Can you find it? Where is it? Now, if you look carefully at it, do you guys notice either on the left or on the right, there are 2 laurels of leaves? Do you guys notice the leaves? All you need to do is to choose one side and count the numbers of leaves. We'll know which year the school is open. Don't worry, I'll give you the answer because by the time everybody finish counting the leaves, the tour will have ended. Now take note, either on the left or on the right, there is a total of 66 leaves. That means the school was opened in 1966, not 65, 66, Okay, 66, okay? And when was it established? Very simple, okay? Take note, listen up. Internationally, which day is the most romantic day of the year? Which day is the most romantic day of the year? The kids are shouting out the answers. Well done. Okay, on Valentine's Day, 14th February 1966. Why is it so important? Take note, 65, Singapore gained independence, but 66 is the period that you start to train your instructors. Why? Because 67 is a very critical year, the start of national service. You need to prepare your instructors so that when your recruits comes in, then you have instructors for them. Okay, so this is the very, very important time in our history. Take note, 2,500 men sign up. I want to be an officer during this first batch. But through the screening, only 300 got selected. And out of the 300 that went through the course, only 117 passed the course. And out of the 117, 66 got selected to be instructors. Okay, so the first batch wasn't easy, and they are very rugged, tough, and everything has to be fast. Okay, next point. Now, everybody take note, this is the period where we still have COVID going on, because pre-COVID in the past, the tour is actually 45 minutes. So the next portion is the location where we can actually go down and take a short walk, but we are not able to do it now. But I want to encourage you, when after COVID has ended, do come again, because when you go down and take a short walk, the view is very different. But now let's start the commentary. Now everybody, especially the kids, will need your help. Look at the tower. I'm going to ask you this special question, and if you get it wrong, my heart will break. Don't break my heart. Take listen up. When you look at the tower, kids, what's the shape of the tower?
Triangle.
Yay! Wow, not bad, not bad. You've been listening to my commentary. Otherwise, my heart will break. Yes, of course. It's a triangle shaped tower. Why? Because triangle represent Army, Navy, and Air Force. Okay, 60 meter tall. And take note, everybody, do you notice the window up there? The 3 windows, take note, from the first step at the bottom all the way to the window is 265 steps, okay? And it takes the cadets will have to climb the tower generally twice. When? First time during their initiation, okay? Second, before graduation, okay? And they have to climb the tower 265 steps to remind them it takes 265 days before they can graduate to become officer. And when they climb up all the way to the top of the windows, the instructors will tell them to look out at the window. So what are they looking out for? First window, they will see a lot of public housing of Singapore. That represent the people of Singapore. Second window, they will see the Jurong Industrial Estate. That represent the economy of Singapore. And the third window, they will see the Straits of Singapore. That represent the territory of Singapore. So to remind the cadets who they are fighting for, what are they defending, and why do they have to train so hard. But don't worry, on parents visiting day, there's a leaf behind. The parents can take a leaf up. Okay, next thing. Now kids, if you like animals, can you look at the bottom of the tower? Something interesting and unique about that 2 stone lions. Have anybody noticed? What's so special about them? What's so special? Now normally, if we have a guardian animal in front of the building, where should they be facing? At the front. But those 2 stone lions, do you guys notice, is facing sideways? Why? Now take note, those two stone lions are no ordinary lions. In fact, they are known as the Merdeka lions. In Malay, it means independence. In the 1950s, on the eastern part of Singapore, Kallang, there used to be this Merdeka Bridge. And the Merdeka Bridge later on went into renovation into Nico Highway. They shifted the stone lions from there to a few locations before ending up here. But why are the lions facing sideways? Look at the front. Now this is my walkie, and imagine it to be the Merdeka Bridge. So there's a two-way traffic, one way this way and one way the other way. So where are the lions facing? For this way traffic, the lions face this way. For the other opposite traffic, the lion face in this way. So under such orientation and design, if you put two lions together, they will face in a single direction. But more important, they represent strength, courage and excellence. And where are they facing? Now everybody take a look. Where are they facing? They are facing at the parade square, where we can host up to 300 to 500 cadets and 5,000 spectators. Every year, there will be 4 graduation ceremony. Okay? Now everybody, the last building before we go, everybody must participate so that you can understand this building better. First, look up straight. Second, open up your palm. Yes, open up your palm like this. Okay? Now this is what you need to do. Put your palm beside your mouth in this manner. There's an instruction. Oi, forward! So here comes the part. Guys, who, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, who can keep on shouting orders and instructions all the time in the military institute? Who? There you are, like that. Not you, not you, Okay, take note. Make it easy to understand. It's like the school principal. Okay, so like the school principal office, but over here we call him the SAFTI commander's office. Okay, so the SAFTI commander's office is over there. Okay, let's go. Now I'm taking a seat so that you can see straight ahead. Now take note, up there the road is leading towards a slope, and that school up there is the 3rd level of military education. The highest military education one could ever receive is up there on the hill, therefore making it the most senior ranking and important school. Now that is called the Goh Keng Swee Command and Staff College. So who is Dr. Goh Keng Swee? Dr. Goh Keng Swee is the first Minister of Interior and Defence and the pioneer who started Singapore Armed Forces and National Service. That's why to commemorate him, we named the building after him. Now guys, think about it. We have passed by level 1, level 3. What level is missing? 2. Yes. So as the bus is rolling down the hill, this is SAF Advanced Schools. Okay, so this is level 2. Okay, military education level 2. So this is for officers who wish to take more intermediary roles or staff appointment. They will come here to further their studies. Now take note, look at the front. You'll see the road, and the road is leading towards a bridge. Now across the other side of the bridge is Pasir Lebar Camp. And Pasir Lebar Camp is very important because in the past, SAFTI used to be over that side. Okay, then in 1995, then they shipped over. Therefore, the bridge is also known as SAFTI Link Bridge, which link the old school and the new school together. But we are not allowed to cross over. Why? Because it's a live firing area, out of bounds to public. That's why we're not allowed to enter. Now, next location, look on your right side, you will see a red building. So what is that all about? That is a medical center. Okay, so there's a lot of facility in it. We have physiotherapy, electrotherapy, body cooling unit, and even dental service. So to better take care of our health being of our cadets. And not only that, as we roll down, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, do you think we'll see any soldiers today? No, because they book out on Friday, they will only book back in on tomorrow night, okay? But let's look at areas, the accommodation blocks that they are staying at. You will notice that it's divided up into 3 clusters of colors, okay? This is the pink cluster and yellow cluster on this side, and further down later you'll see the green cluster. Okay, so Army, Navy and Air Force. The Army cadets being the most number of manpower, they will stay at the pink and green cluster. Whereas for Navy and Air Force will join together and stay at the yellow cluster. Now, 2 cadets will share a room, and the red building that is coming up on your right side, that is the dining hall, that they can host up to 1,500 personnel at a time to have their meals. Now, we also have female cadets. Where will the female cadets be staying? Generally, the female cadets will be staying at level 4. Okay, so now, since we have now passed by the area, we also talk a lot about their training. Okay, they also conduct some of the training over here. So on your left side, very soon, you'll see some training sheds. Okay, that is for mission briefing and weapon handling. Okay, and you can see some camp craft over here. Design of all this wooden structure. This is a camp craft for camp craft lesson. Okay, now since we mentioned about national service earlier, national service started in 1967. Okay, first batch of men is 9,000 men. Now I will need your help to make a guess. Since it's been 55 years since 67 till now, how many Singaporeans have already been through national service? Make a guess. No right or wrong, give it a try. Anybody? Give you a clue, 7 digit. I'll start counting it. 7 digit, how many?
6 million.
How many do you think?
3 million.
3 million. 3 million calling one.
2 million. 2.5. 1.5.
1.5. Excellent. Who is the one?
Hi.
Well done. Yes, take note. Approximately now in Singapore we have 5.5 million, and over the past 55 years we got more than 1.5 million men have already been through national service. So national service is a very, very important backbone of our defense. Now take note, very soon the bus will make a turn, and focus on your right side, we will be able to see the weapon display zone. Get ready, here comes the turn. Weapon, that's side, right side. Now the weapon display zone is the front part of the parade square we passed by earlier. Okay, so now the first weapon we should be able to come in view. There it is. It is the AMX-13 tank, okay, representing the Army. Next, we have the A4 Skyhawk representing the Air Force. Now, special mention, because as we inch forward, beside the staircase, left and right, you'll see 2 25-pounders. But why special mention? Because those 2 25-pounders were used to defend Singapore and Malaya during World War II. But of course now, during peacetime, it's more for President salute when the President visits us. And next we have the M114 gun howitzer. That's a heavy artillery weapon representing the Army. And the last one, the grey one, which is the Bofors 76.2mm gun from Navy. Normally we will place it at the bow of the ship. Oh yeah, kids, the bow is at the front of the ship. So we have just passed by the SAF weapon display zone. Now take note, the next area you guys should look at is on the grass patch. Now on the grass patch along the road, you'll see all these black color bollard lights. Do you notice that? Now 7 p.m. in the evening, all these lights will actually light up, and this whole stretch of road will emulate like the air runway. Okay, so imagine in the evening, it's really, really very beautiful. Now why is this place beautifully designed like a park? Because in 1995, 25th August, when it was first opened, it was an open concept camp. You could walk your dogs here, have your picnic, and you could even return library books at the library over here in the past. Okay, but of course later on, close to 2000, we have the 911 incident and etc. Therefore, for security reason, it becomes a military restricted zone. Give me a moment. Bus door to ICC, please open. STC gate. Look at all those trees. Now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if those trees are in the right season, they will be filled up with rambutans. Okay? And further in, you also have your coconut tree, cocoa tree, durian trees too. Okay? And on this side, the other side, those are pandan leaves, wild pandan leaves. Now take note, so in this area, there's a lot of fruit trees and spices. Why? Because before it was a military institute, it was a fruit plantation and village. Okay. Then later on, with the military institute to be built, therefore they relocate the farmers to Lim Chu Kang and Chua Chu Kang. Okay. So that's why we conduct this SAFTI bus tour also to share the unique cultures of SAFTI and also to highlight the importance of national service. Now, here I got an announcement to make, because the location over here is too narrow for the bus to make a U-turn. Therefore, the bus will actually drive all the way to the car park to make a U-turn and later drive back up to drop at where you alight. Okay, so just patiently take a seat and here we go. Aircraft is real, it's just that we don't have the engine, so later you can actually take pictures with it. And next we will drive past the SAFTI Lake. Now this SAFTI Lake is, wow, deep, take note, 10 meters deep, okay, and can hold up to 50,000 gallons of water. Yeah, open for recreation purposes. Okay, so as we are entering into the car park, we are almost close to near to the end of the tour.